afternoon, Life of Larry, LOL. This is Back a House, episode number 3. And today I'm here with Robert Dempewolf. He's the owner of the gym Taft Athletic Club. And he's graciously brought me into his family with Beaumont to work out, to start my training regimen for the fundraising bike ride we're doing in October from San Diego to Disneyland. And Robert is not just the owner of this gym, he's actually my brother by association, because we both share a history that for both of us was somewhat traumatic, but we both recovered. We both suffered a stroke. And Robert suffered his earlier in his life. I suffered mine 17 months ago. But in that way, in that similar experience, we're kindred brothers. Now, his story about his recovery from his stroke is life-changing. And in fact, you can see he wrote a book called A Stroke of Luck. And that book is very engaging and is worth your time and your effort. It's available on Amazon. It's worth your money because it's a great read. But I'm here today to talk to Robert about his gym and what he's doing for me in this fundraising effort on our bike ride. Robert, tell me what you think about what I'm doing here.
I think it's exciting. Most people that are 72 years old, they sit in a recliner with a tray with a TV dinner with a remote control, and then they go to bed at 6 o'clock at night or whatever it is, but not Larry. He lives life to the fullest. And what he's doing with this fundraiser, what a blast. What about living?
Yeah, thank you, Robert. You're right. And you're helping me to live by getting me back in condition, into better physical condition to be able to complete the ride, but also as an example for other seniors. So what do you think about that example, Robert?
Every now and then I hear somebody who walks in the gym and they're thinking about joining, and they're in their 60s. They say, well, I really don't need to work out because I'm old. And I want to shake them and let them know that this is when they should be working out, not when they're 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, but when you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or whatever, this is what's going to maximize your energy and your time and your headspace and your spirituality. You got to take care of your body.
Yeah, thank you, Robert. And the example for the seniors from me, the message I want to share is this is easy. It's actually easy. You know, when I was young and foolish, I'd go to the gym and I'd work out too hard. I'd take it when I ran. I used to run when I was young, but I'd do too much and injure myself. I stretch slowly. I work my way around the machines one at a time, take my time, drink water, and rest between each set. And you know what I found out? Every machine in this gym has a pin that you put in the back to set your weight for that machine. 100 pounds, 200 pounds, 3,000 pounds. Well, no, there's no pin for that. But there's also, you can take the pin out of the weights, drop it. It's on a lanyard, don't worry. And now you've got zero weight. So for us as seniors, you can start where you're at. Easy. If you just want to practice the motions on the machine with your arms and your legs, you don't even have to start with any weight. So it can be very gradual, and that's the way I'm taking it. What do you think, Robert?
Probably the best thing to do is if somebody was very interested in maximizing whatever time that you have left in your life is to have a trainer. And it doesn't have to be an expensive, ongoing situation with the trainer. You just need somebody right up front that wants to educate you and to make you more self-reliant and not be dependent on me. So what I do is when I train people is I teach people. I show what all the stations are at, what they work for, and of course I find out what they've done in the past, what they're doing now, and what their goals are now. And the thing that Larry does is he does the number one thing. He shows up and he's consistent.
Well, and Robert has taken the time to show me, to introduce me to each one of the machines. He treated me like an infant at the beginning, so he said only do one set of the exercise. So say, for example, it's 12 reps for each set, and he started me at one set on each machine because he said, you're a baby, you've been away for a while. And so now I'm actually up to 2 sets now on each machine, and in another few weeks I'll go up to 3 sets. So I'm taking my time. Like I said, unlike when we were young and we felt like we had to be in a hurry or a rush for everything, no, you don't have to be in a rush to do this. You just have to start. That's all. And Robert's right, to have a trainer that makes sure that you're being safe and doing what you're capable of, not more than what you're capable of, is very important. And Robert does that for me. So, Robert, tell me about Life of Larry, my podcast. What do you think about that effort?
Larry won't sit around and be bored. He insists on having fun, no matter what he's doing. And that's what I see with this thing. I mean, if I was in his position, maybe I'd do the same thing, because it sure does look like he's having a good time. And God bless him, and I think he's going to be very successful.
Yeah, thank you, Robert. So we're going to walk through his gym just for a minute to take a look at the machines that he's got here. So before we take our walk, I just want to ask you one more time to take a look for this book. It's an amazing story. It's a stroke of luck, and it's facetious because it was not a stroke of luck. It was a stroke that was significant, but he turned it into luck. He learned from it. What he does in this story is explain to you how he made the decision again and again to stay alive, because it wasn't always easy. And it wasn't always clear that he was gonna stay alive. But he made that decision every time he was faced with it. It's why he's here now. And it's a great example for all of us to read this book and learn what determination and grit are, because Robert has and displays both. Okay, let's go take our walk. Robert, I just want to point out some of the stations that I enjoy the most. Several stations I work here in your gym, but I'll start with the stationary bike station. And this is where I do all my miles. This is where I'm really getting ready for the ride, endurance-wise.
That makes sense.
I'm up to an hour now at this station. I'm moved up now to increase to 4 times a week now.
That's good.
I'll do my cardio.
It's very good.
On the bike, and then 3 times a week I'll work at the other stations that we're going to go through now. So the first station that I enjoy the most is the leg press. And I'm up to 210 pounds on this one. I'm kind of proud of that. But this is really the power in my legs that I've had for most of my life. I rode the bike up in my first 40 years, but that's been more than 20 years ago now. But I like this station right here.
Good choice.
And then also I'll do on the curl station, on the biceps. I enjoy that station a lot. Over here in the back where you've got your leg extensions, I really enjoy that. Working the large muscle in my legs. And then also the chest press station is another one of my favorites. So
all good ones.
Yep. All right. Let's take a look back here. All right, Robert, this is a good place for us to wrap it up because I love what you put up here. Don't wish for it, work for it. And for me, and what I'm trying to accomplish, and I think for all of the seniors out there, this is the best thing that I could think about when I come here. I'm not wishing for it, I'm working for it. And I think you can too.
Absolutely. First thing you got to do is walk through the door and be consistent. And if you have a goal, if you have a vision, then you have a plan, then you have to take action. And so that's what Larry has done.
Yeah.
He's taken action.
Well, thank you so much, Robert, for helping to support me in my Life of Larry effort. And why don't you come along with us when we ride our bikes up to Disneyland?
I will be there in spirit.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much.